Are you tired of pissing away money on Facebook ads that aren't bringing you the results you want? Over the next 5 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the 3 things that I see most coaches and digital product creators doing that keep their ads from being profitable. Now, because ads can be so complicated, I put together a free checklist that's going to help you set up your ads and make sure you have everything in place. Drop me a line below this video. It's just going to be my gift to you for watching this video. I'm Genevieve, a Facebook and Instagram ad strategist and online marketing coach who helps coaches and digital product creators master digital marketing strategies in their business that provide more time freedom, greater life-work balance, and increased income possibilities. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to help you pinpoint what's keeping your Facebook ads from being profitable so you can finally start seeing success in growing your audience and making those sales on autopilot. Now, one of the biggest things that most people do whenever they go to set up an ad is they create a lead magnet, they put an ad up for the lead magnet, and then they expect that ad to do all of the work for them, all the heavy lifting. But what most people don't realize is that not everyone is ready to even sign up for your free thing. We think that just because it's free, that, it's not going to be that hard to get a name and an address. But the truth is, whenever you put up a singular ad that's a direct response ad, only like 1 to 3% of your audience is actually going to see that and be ready to take that step. Even though that step is a free opt-in, most people in your audience that could potentially be ideal customers are not yet ready. They don't know that they need your solution just yet. So whenever we put up those individual ads, whether those are for just a lead magnet, for a webinar, or even for a low ticket offer that costs $27, $37, we are missing out on a whole audience of people who don't even know you exist yet, or don't even know that they need your product to help them out. So what I suggest for this is to actually create a more holistic overall strategy. So rather than just throwing up your singular ad, working in a way to actually educate your audience on what their problem is and how you can help them. The other thing is to continue to nurture people. So whether they've signed up for your lead magnet, signed up for your webinar, or maybe they even purchase a lower ticket product, but maybe they're not enrolled in your high ticket coaching. Well, you can continue to nurture these people until they are ready to buy. What a lot of people don't realize is that the buying cycle is longer than ever. So if you're only targeting someone for, 10 days with your webinar retargeting ads, then you're really going to miss out on a whole group of people who just weren't ready to buy yet. The next thing that you want to check on is your copy and your images. There are a lot of really crappy copies and images out there. And if you're not speaking to your specific person, then this is where you're going to miss the mark. And this is actually how you get your ads seen by the right people. Your messaging has to be on point. You really need to be able to call out your ideal audience. That specific person who is going to see your ad needs to be able to look at your ad and say, oh my gosh, she's talking to me. How did she know? Before she goes and screenshots it and shares it with her friend Sharon. Because Sharon's going to be like, oh girl, that is so you. This is how much in their head you need to be when you're writing that ad copy. You can no longer be generic. You can no longer be vague about results. You have to be really specific if you want to call in your ideal people. Most people are a little jaded. They've all bought things at this point. So showing them that you really understand where they're at, that you can take them where they want to go, and letting them into your world is going to be really important in painting that picture with your copy and also with your images. They have to be enticing enough to stop the scroll. If they're boring and they look like everyone else in your niche's ad, then there's not any reason for them to stop. They've already seen those ads about 26 times and they don't really know what makes you different. They don't know you. They don't really care. So give them a reason to stop and read your copy and move on to the next step with you. Now, the very last thing that I see so much is that most people don't know how to tell if their ads are even working or not. So your ads may be working for you, but you think that they're not. Obviously, this goes way deeper than just looking at a few numbers, but one of the things you need to have is really realistic expectations and not just be looking at your cost per lead or cost per acquisition to decide if your ads are working or not. A lot of people will look and say, oh, well, my cost per lead is $7, but I saw so-and-so post on Instagram, they're getting $2 per lead. So my ads must suck, so I'm going to turn them off. And the thing is, you cannot compare your results to what someone else is getting because it varies by niche. And also, a cost per lead is not the end all be all to whether your ad is actually a success or not. There are so many different metrics, and you need to know your specific metrics for your business. Now, those are the three main things that I see. And if you're doing any of these things in your business, it's time to turn them around. Be sure to drop me a line below and I'll send over my free checklist that's going to help you get everything set up properly so you never miss a beat.